Welcome back. I wanted to share with you guys one way that you could break off a heavy curse that's been kind of blocking you off, not only mentally and physically, but it's also been sickening you to the point where you've been really weakened from this curse. Your bones have, became a bit brittle. Your energy is really low. Just certain things that you were able to do before it came into your body, you're no longer able to do. You're probably no longer able to even manage certain thoughts and, connect with people as good as you used to. People may be repelled from you. And, a lot of things have changed for you, not only on the financial stance, but on, health wise and with friends. And just like everything has taken a turn and in a negative route right now. Some of you will be able to do it, some of you may not, but some of you will be able to still put together your bath, like your uncrossing bath. The herb mix, no, but boiling the water and putting the substances together inside of it to help create the bath that you're going to need, yes. Making your own oil, no. Prepping the candle, if you start off with a black one, I think you should be okay. But if you can't, then you just buy it fixed. So basically, if you're unable to manage it, because I know sometimes when some of y'all are crossed up, y'all still think y'all could really do a lot of the making of the items, and you can't. You're not supposed to, because that energy is gonna sit heavy within it. So you will buy your oil, you will buy your candle, and you will buy your baths all fixed. And you still do the same thing the same way, but it just cuts out the part where you have to boil the baths and stuff like that. You will have those prepared. Okay, so the screen before this one showed you exactly what you needed. So you will start on a Monday, and you will start, this is going to be a 9-day ritual. So you will start Monday morning before the sun rises. You will urinate in a jar, fill it, like almost fill it to the top. And then you're going to get some saltpeter. The saltpeter is going to go inside the jar every single morning. So every morning before that sun rises and you get up, you go to the bathroom. If the sun rises at 6, then 5:45 you go to the bathroom, you put the saltpeter inside. The morning of that Monday, when you first start, you're going to walk to a crossroads and you're going to pour the contents of the urine and the saltpeter in the middle of the road. Okay, and you're gonna go somewhere. It's gonna be 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning, so it shouldn't be a lot of people. You're gonna pour it out, and then you're gonna go back home. When you come back home, that's when you're gonna start your ritual. That's when everything's gonna begin. You're gonna do your bath. If you don't have the bath fixed up, you're gonna take the bath. These are herbs mixed up. These are uncrossing herbs. You're gonna take some uncrossing herbs. You're gonna boil them down, and you're gonna let them seep. You're gonna strain them. And you're going to take a bath with them. And you're going to soak in that bath. No soap or nothing. None of your regular items that you will use. Nothing at all. Just the bath you're going to soak in. You're going to air dry. When you air dry, then you're going to put the uncrossing oil. This is my uncrossing oil. But you're going to need a bigger bottle. You're going to need a large bottle like... This is my 5 ounce. This is a 5 ounce oil here. So you'll need a huge bottle. So you'll take the oil and you'll rub it from your shoulders all the way down, and you're going to put clean white socks on. And it's going to be really important that you put clean white socks on your feet. Oil your whole body up from shoulders to feet. Fresh white socks are going to go on your feet. And then you're going to take a black uncrossing candle, use the uncrossing oil, and you're going to light it. You're going to say your Psalms 37 and Psalms 51 every single day from Monday morning all the way to Tuesday. That's going to be 9 days straight. Now the bath water, what you're going to do is the next day, which will be a Tuesday, when you go and pour the contents on the second day of the urine and the saltpeter, that bath water from the first day, I want you to save some as well, and you're going to pour that into the crossroads. You're going to say a small prayer as well, and you're going to leave 3 pennies and a small nip bottle of liquor. You're going to leave that at the corner of the crossroads. On your way back home now, you're going to come back and you're going to do the same thing. You're going to soak inside that uncrossing bath. If it's fixed already, then you'll pour it directly into the tub, a whole bottle. And then you're going to soak in it. You're going to pray and you're going to light the candle. The candle stays lit from the time that you do your bath. If you have to go to work, then you need to snuff that candle and it's get lit. You light it back again. It's relit and you re-pray over it again. So every single day, the candle is not burned while you're sleeping. The candle will be burned from the morning time when you go and you come back and you start your bath, all the way to the nighttime until you're ready to sleep. But if you have work that week, and you need to go on, say in the next couple of hours, then you snuff it. When you come back home, you relight it and you pray over it. Okay? So, say you go to sleep at 10 o'clock at night, snuff the candle. It doesn't stay on. The candle stays on from the time period that you are in the house. So if you are home for this whole 9 days, say you're going to take off from work so you can get the stuff done, then the candle stays on. And the time you go to bed, you snuff it out. It goes out. So every single day before the sun rise, you go, you pour the contents in the same jar. Use the same jar over and over and over and over and over for 9 days. And you don't clean it out or nothing. You pee in the jar, you put the saltpeter, you take it to the crossroads. Day 2 is the only day that you're going to take the bathwater contents. The other days, you don't need to save the bathwater contents and pour it anywhere else. And you come back home, same thing. 9 days straight, you lighten it. Now, what you're going to do with the socks is every day that you wear those socks, at nighttime before it's time for you to go to sleep, you're going to take the socks together and you're going to tie them together and pull a tight knot. So at the end of the week, you should have about 8 pairs of socks. Because you're going to go Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. The remaining of the socks now that you have, you're going to take and you're going to dispose at the corners. So 2 pairs of socks at each corner of the crossroads. Not in the middle. The only thing that goes in the middle of the crossroads is the liquid, which is the pee. Right in the middle. So if you're driving, you do that. If you're walking, right in the middle. Right in the middle of the road. If it's easier for you to go at 3 o'clock in the morning, then do it. Then, of course, nobody's going to be there. And try to get a crossroad where there's not a lot of energy flowing through. There's not a lot of things happening at all. If it's an abandoned area, just an area where not a lot of people go to, or an area where there's not even a lot of houses and apartments or anything developed in that area, that's where you're going to put this stuff for your uncrossing. So I'm going to repeat it one more time. So from day 1 to 9, you're going to do your baths. Day 1 to 9, you're going to dispose the urine. On day 2, you're going to dispose the bath water. Every day from day 1 to 9, oil from shoulders down to feet. Every day you're going to put on a pair of fresh, clean pair of socks. And you're going to tie them up at night. And when you get to the crossroads on Tuesday, that 9th day, you're going to dispose 2 pairs of socks. When you come back home that day, you're going to take your bath and you're going to put on a fresh pair. Okay? The last pair of socks that you have, I recommend you tying them up really, really, really tight. And then you're going to put those into a flower pot. Let the dirt dry out. If you're in an apartment building or a condo, if you have your own property, then you're going to bury that towards the south of your house. Okay? In the backyard. Bury it towards the south of your house. You're going to place that there. It stays there. If you, like I said, if you don't have property, that's fine. It can go into a pot. And you're going to keep it in one of the windows in your home facing the south. After you've done this ritual, the glass candle you should allow it time to like finish and completely burn all the way through. In the event where your glass candle doesn't burn good, you're going to repeat the ritual again. And then you're going to use a white candle. A black candle is always good to use for uncrossing. White is good as well. But I would recommend everybody starting off with a black candle to burn off a lot of that heavy, nasty negativity sitting upon you. And a lot of times when you're cursed too, a lot of you don't do nothing about it. And it takes a long time and it builds up. So after this ritual, if things, within time, give it some time to work too. I want to say that. Because a lot of you are going to be burning it, expecting to see results right away. And that's the wrong impression to have, considering you've been hexed for a long time. You've been hexed for a really, really long time. You're going to go in heavy deep with your prayers. You're going to go heavy deep while you're doing your bath, the same prayers as well. And when you get to the crossroads as well, you can say a small prayer or on your way to there, to help release a lot of the energy. Instead of saying you, I'm going to say you would say me. Removing the bind that holds you tight. Bind your enemy with moonlight. Break all energy that sits in your soul. Release all demons that have taken a toll. Uncrossing your body with your ancestors' guide. Breaking the hex that crosses inside. The spirits and saints shall restore your soul. Work it 9 days to make you whole. So you'll say that 3 times. So every single time you're on your way going to the crossroads, this is something that you can say. Okay? So I'm going to slowly sum it up for you. So you're going to work this for 9 days. You're going to light that candle for 9 nights. You need 9 days of herbs for your bath, or 9 bottles of baths that are already fixed. You need 9 bottles as well of the saltpeter. And you need a large enough oil as well to create the, to put in your oil candles every day, to put in your candle every day, and as well to put on your body and to oil up your body. You can reuse the same jar. That is a small jar. That is an 8-ounce jar. So I recommend you getting some larger, like a 16-ounce jar. Okay? So day 1, before the sun sets, you're going to take that urine. You're going to fill in the saltpeter. You're going to pour it in the middle of the road. Then you're going to come back home. You're going to take your bath. You're going to soak inside the essence of the uncrossing brew that you have created and prayed over. Psalms 37:51. You're going to light your candle. You're going to put oil in it. Psalms 37:51. You're going to put oil on your body from shoulders to feet. And then you're going to put on a fresh pair of socks. Then day 2, you're going to go and you're going to take the bath water that you had from Monday, and then you're going to pour that in the middle of the road. It is only needed on day 2, that Tuesday. You're going to work it from Monday all the way to Tuesday. The socks, you're going to take 8 pairs, 2 at each corner of the crossroad. Tie them up really good in the bag and leave them at the corner. So when you come back home, you take a bath, those socks that you're going to wear, you're going to take those and you're going to dispose them. And you're going to put them either in the back of your yard, and you're going to tie them really tight. You can wrap them up as well, dispose. You can say the prayer that you've been saying every day on your way to the crossroads. And then for those of you that don't have a property, your own property, you will get some dirt and a pot, and you will put it inside of there. Allow it to dry out. Do not let that dirt get wet. If the dirt starts molding, if the dirt in any way turns and stuff like that, that's going to mean a sign that the uncrossing is not going to go as it should. Allow your uncrossing to work too as well. And uncrossing is not a protection. Uncrossing is not a cleanse. So after doing an uncrossing, some of you may have to repeat it again. Okay? And if you repeat it again, I would tell you to do it in like around 2 months, 3 months. And remember, some of you working this have no energy, no power. You're now rebuilding things. So you may need help. Go to a worker. Ask the worker to set the additional lights to help you while you do this. Allow yourself the time to try to help yourself. If within a certain amount of time that you have done it, like 3 different sessions, and you're not seeing any changes within yourself, I would tell you to go to somebody and let them help uncross you. But this is a ritual that you can do when you're heavy crossed up, but enough so to where you still can pray. You still can set things in motion. You're still going to work. You're not as deeply cursed as some people who can't do nothing for themselves at all. They can't even go to work. They can't even pray for themselves. So if you're at a point where nothing is working for you, you're not even working, you can't even get yourself together, and you're in a really bad state, then I would tell you not to do this. But this is for people that have been crossed up, been binded, heavy, nasty, and curses, been hexed. Jinxes are really easy to break. Jinxes are pretty much easier over hex, and then being cursed and crossed up is of the last. Actually, being cursed is the worst. So you have being jinxed, then you have being hexed, then you have being crossed up, then you have being cursed. And I have a video on here where I explain the differences and what you can do and what they mean and the breakdown of it. So you can find that video. Go to when you're on my homepage, you're going to see a magnifying glass. Click on the magnifying glass and a search bar is going to pop up. And then you can write down hexed or cursed, and it'll show you all the videos that I have dealing with hexes, curses, different things like that. So if you're going to do something like this, I would tell you to get a reading if you feel like, you haven't been able to do certain things, because you may not be able to do it. And even if you're giving yourself time, remember, you still got to work on yourself. So protection needs to come into force. You should be doing cleansings on a regular basis. Like a cleansing is for your energy, is for your aura, is for all types of negativity sitting around you. So cleansing should be done on a regular basis. You deal with people on a regular basis. You talk to people on a regular basis, interacting with people. Anytime you're going to be interacting with people, even if you're just in your house, You want to keep the house energy cleansed. You want to keep your body energy cleansed. And sometimes the negativity of other people could bring in certain forces to you as well. So this is why it's important to keep your body cleansed all the time, all the time. Use the cleansing soaps, use the cleansing body wash. I have a spiritual body line for every single thing when it comes to from cleansing, Blockbuster, even sweet products come to me, attraction, soap. So you could get a soap, you could get a scrub, you could get a body wash, you could get a body butter, you can get oils. You can practically get every single thing because I make them. I have a lot of different types of salts. I have balms for the hands, different types of things. So while working something like this, after you're done and completed the 9 days, I wouldn't tell you to just sit still. I would tell you to start using cleansing soaps on a regular basis. And I would tell you to start looking into having a heavy protection ritual done. Because once you uncross, you got to protect yourself so nothing could come back in. So if you're looking to really do something with yourself and you want to break free, this is the ritual you need to do. Make sure you do every single step. I've explained it a few times in here because I know a lot of you are not going to get it on the first one. If you are not too heavy with things to where you still have a job, but you're affected, your family's still around, but you're affected, and you can feel it, you know, and you sense that things are different with you and you're crossed up. You have a curse hindering and lingering, not too heavy to the point where everything is ruined. Because when you're cursed, you can't really do, when you're at the point of just, you're gone. Nothing is going to sit around you. Not even people. Not even people. Your friends are going to leave you. Your family's going to leave you. Money's going to leave your hands. Good health is going to leave you. You're going to have no wealth and prosperity within you. So when you're at the point of, you know, somebody's done something to you, I will tell you to do this immediately. You can do your 3 sessions. If you feel you want to do it every single month, you can. You can. But I like to do things in 3s. So I will tell you to do this 3 times. And then I will tell you look into doing something else right after that. And look into getting some heavy protection. Protection is going to be the hardest. So you're going to probably need someone to work that on your behalf. Don't try to jump into doing a protection. It is not something that is easy. Protections become hard. And they become hard because you're constantly breaking your energy on a regular basis. You're breaking every single part of that ritual every time you interact with certain people, especially when I tell y'all, when you're doing certain rituals and certain people no longer should be sitting around you and among you, or they have certain energies and you continuously go around these people, they're breaking your energy. And especially when you don't wear bracelets, especially when you don't believe in yourself as much as you should, especially when you're not giving time for things to work. A lot of people are doing work and they're rushing it. They expect to see results in 2 days. But then 48 hours, y'all want to see results. It doesn't work like that. The energies, the ancestors, the universe, the spirits, the saints, the deities, the orishas, everybody that's among you and working for you and with you, they're doing the best they can do. They're doing it. But you got to remember, a lot of energies, they work slower. And that's why you don't have the energy right now to remove it, because I'm pretty sure if you did, you would have been removed it. So you got to also look into your energy as well. Your energy is now going to be rebuilding. You're clearing your system out. The saltpeter is going to work in, and it's going to remove a lot of nasty negativity, and it's going to bring back in good. Saltpeter is good for restoring things. So, I mean, before you do anything, just look into it. Think about it. Really, 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 really good. And then, you know, jump into it if you have to. And if you have questions, you get a reading done to make sure you're doing the right thing. A crossroads is going to be good for you. It's going to remove and stop everywhere that has been blocked up for you. And then it's going to release new energy to open it back up. Every single road is going to be opened up for you. North, south, east, and west. You're reopening things. But if you are heavy and it's hard for you to do certain things, this is not going to be the ritual for you. You're going to need help from somebody. I think I explained every single thing. The details are there. I sell the herbs. Of course, you guys know I sell everything. I make everything handmade. So if you need the candles, if you need the saltpeter, the oil, and the herbal mix, then you just go to my website. The link is in the description. And everything that you need to do it is in the beginning of the video. Like, subscribe, and stay blessed, guys.